Hey folks, don't forget the second annual Spring Pear Blossom Gem and Mineral Show is coming up March 29th, 30th, and 31st at the Outpost, 34141 116th Street East, Pear Blossom, California. It is a Southern California rock show, so you know they cater to lapidaries, lots of agates, slabs, minerals, jewelry, fossils, crystals, and more. There's free admission, free parking. Just from showing up, you get a free ticket to enter in the raffle for your chance to win an amazing amethyst cathedral. For more information, check out their Facebook page. Links are in the description section. Hope to see you there. This video is brought to you by Diamond Pacific Tool Corporation. Diamond Pacific is America's favorite diamond tool, wheel, and lapidary machine manufacturers. For nearly half a century, Diamond Pacific has set the industry standard for diamond lapidary equipment. Join the majority of professional lapidaries and choose Diamond Pacific products such as their Nova wheels, Pixie, Genie, and Titan gem makers, as well as their wide selection of other high-quality lapidary diamond products. Check out Diamond Pacific today and find out why they're considered America's premier diamond lapidary tool manufacturers. This video is brought to you in part by SpecialtyCabinBlock.etsy.com. Specialty Cabin Block are the manufacturers of some of the best lapidary block material available on the market today, and also provide a fantastic cabochon cutting service. Specialty Cabin Block is proudly made in America and make very unique block materials that no one else is really making right now on the market. Check out SpecialtyCabinBlock.etsy.com. Make sure to use product code DAVE1 at checkout to directly support the channel. How many hours have we been here working this rock yard altogether?
What would you call it? I don't know. I never even, that's something I'm surprised I never thought about. Catching me by surprise.
So how many tons do you think we're gonna get?
It's gonna be less, I think, than I imagined, but I would hope we're leaving with 4 tons.
So we're getting a couple of these. These were Mr. Bill Depew's stuff. There's like Paul Bunyan in here. Just skimming over the top. Found some cool Montanas. Nothing too special. Some weird coconut agate. It's like an opalized agate or something. Like agate, opal turned agate. And a piece of this super cool old school Mexican crazy lace. Not the highest quality of it, but the lace is like nice Sagenetic spray. This old school wide bands on the crazy lace that's not really around anymore. Actually don't like it as much as the modern with the thinner bands, but I mean, even though it's that thick, it's that's still pretty cool. Like this is top notch right here. It's hard to tell because it's like a rind, but it's like this cool red and blue speckled jasp agate. That's a killer piece. So we're gonna get, I think, like 2 or 3 or 4 of these ones. Yeah, that's cool. Really tough to see without like cutting into it. But it's all mostly from the Katy Downs. If you know the material, you know the material. It's a cool brachiated Jasper. I think this is also top notch. Yeah, you can see some of the color right there. So we picked out a bunch of barrels that are up here at the top. Pretty much can't go wrong with anything. There's like some obsidian that I wouldn't want to buy by the ton, but the silver lace back there is pretty awesome. It's getting harder to find good ones of that. And this rock yard's been getting picked hard for years. and well before Sweet Jim took me here a couple years ago. But the way to really find the good stuff is you gotta flip the barrels. But if you flip the barrels, you gotta put it back. So while Steve's down there looking for the right barrel, since we're not, well, for days we were going through barrels, picking what we wanted and putting the stuff back. Like, this whole trailer is full of just stuff that we handpicked. He's got to get back to Wisconsin for little Adeline's birthday, Caddy's birthday, his daughter. So we're just gonna grab some sight unseen barrels over there that can't really go wrong with. But it's not that much material, and it's kind of a lot of material. This is like 3-4 days of just going through everything, picking out the best ones. And it's a big graveyard point right there. Polychromes. This is rhodonite. It's a slab. I used to sell slabs here. You can see the pink. Yeah. And it comes to life when it's and this is the rough. Would you be able to, if you're looking for rhodonite here, you're going around looking for pink, but this is what it is. It's just black oxidized manganese, I think it is. You know, a lot of Lavic agates and Jaspers. This stuff comes to life when you cut it. Oh, pretty much the only thing we're avoiding was, we're trying not to do too much red, because it's so easy to do red out here. This stuff is really cool. It almost looks like cotton candy mixed with the youngite stuff. I did see the name of this and I lost it already. Like, what it is. This is a pretty common, like, jasp agate for the area. Really cool. Nice fortifications. Some moss. Lots of Brazilian out here. Just from like when Brazilian was first coming to the States, probably 50 cents a pound or something. But it's old school. When we were doing sales for Dawn stuff, there was a couple of really nice iris pieces in the cab sale, and then one big slab of the iris that we couldn't even really sell to someone online because it wouldn't make it. It was so thin to have the iris. But all that was Brazilian from the same collection that all the Brazilians were getting. We were going to get a whole bucket of Brazilians. There's some I picked out and decided I'll just buy the bigger ones. You cut it really thin and you could have iris sometimes. Here's another Katy material, green to yellow type moss, loose moss, red moss, all in one big rock. This is a great one. I'm happy. When we were picking through it, I'm like, am I liking any of this stuff? But give it a couple days and I'm loving this. Like, this piece right here, this is fantastic. Beautiful plumes. But yeah, all of this stuff was hand-picked. Not the best piece of wood, but someone's gonna love it. Nice little crystalline vug. Where that stuff, not so much. Not gonna be handpicked so much. So, yeah, these are all Lenwood agates. This stuff was discovered by the Depew family, the Diamond Pacific family. And when they were like, not excavating, but like when they were building something, they found it, and it's got this really cool green chloride or whatever on the outside, and it's almost like think garden quartz but agate, and it's really, really cool. They don't sell this material. Like Dawn, when we were doing sales for Dawn, this material wasn't for sale, but we got it fair and square here in one of the buckets. Yeah, just found some. There's not a lot, and we'll probably end up be cutting most of that, but it's really special stuff. I can't even begin to show you here on camera because you really got to cut it. You got to know what it is. yeah, here's the bin of like the best stuff we kind of found. Oh, but it's split everywhere. The best stuff out of the 3 days. This is the thunder egg I found when Sam was here. Just 2 beautiful calcite crystals. I threw a rock into the bin and just completely destroyed this one. And I'm so disappointed about it, but we'll keep that one, put that on Steve's dresser or something. Get it nice and cleaned. Just a thunder egg with 2 great calcite crystals, and I ruined one of them. Then some sagenetic little agate seam here. Not too special, but worth putting it to the side. You can see the sprays. Sagenite is a agate person's, they crave it. And I understand it. I didn't understand it when Jim was trying to tell. Here's some more of just a tight little seam, but lots of sagenite, lots of color on the side. Yeah, just like, almost looks like the pom-pom quartz. There's a few pieces of lenwood. It's not wood, but lenwood is a place here. You can see the fortification there. Really, really cool stuff. Look at this sagenite. Just those beautiful fibers. In the agate, that's really cool. This is like a black plume. Could be from Napomo. Could be that stink plume. What a name. Stink plume. But it looks good. Nothing too special, but definitely a little bit different. Some of the stuff here. Another piece of that lenwood. Here's a little seam. Nothing really going on. It's all quartz. I don't really know. Oh, it's because of the orbs on top. Made it a little bit different. Nothing too special. So another piece of that sagenetic stuff. Yeah. Then there's these 3 that are definitely something to write home about. This is old school crazy lace. First generation. Not a very good piece to show without cutting. And there's a bunch of rhyolite on the bottom there, but this is just really cool old stock original crazy lace with lots of sagenite, lots of depth and color, and you can see that wide red band there. My good friend told me that's what the old crazy lace looked like, Jeremy Berg. It just had these wide bands, and this is quite a find, believe it or not. Then there's this, is probably the find, and Everybody Rocks found this one, and it's just a huge chunk of pink, purple, orange, and green dinosaur bone. It's just so silicated and so colorful that it's probably why I got, like, they weren't expecting it to look like that, so nobody grabbed it. And I think I've seen like 3 pieces my whole time ever coming to this rock yard, and that was probably the best one that she found. Sweet Jim found a couple of nice pieces. Sweet Jim found the crazy lace piece of like all of his and our friend's lifetime. I'll put a little video here if I can remember it, but it looks like a burning forest, and it's absolutely amazing. But that's the only dinosaur bone we found. And then I found this, and this is really cool. This is going to go to a special person who might be interested. It's a polyhedral agate, and from Brazil, really special. And Steve knows the story behind these. I guess they're mostly from Brazil, or all from Brazil. Are they pseudomorphs? I don't know. I know they're really collectible. And I think the story is that a lake got flooded in Brazil where they were coming from. Here's a little slab of silver lace and a slab of carnelian. They used to sell slabs here Yeah, you can see here, you can almost see, maybe not on camera. I can with my naked eye right there in the corner. Almost a little bit of play of iris. It's a little too thick. It has to be like half that thickness. Yeah, this is special right here. And I'm trying to keep it alive by not getting it crushed in a barrel over here with like the oh my gosh. I'm trying. I'm really trying, I promise. To keep it from breaking. Which is why it's in this little bin of different things. Not the best things, but different things. This is the bone, the blendwood, the poly, and the crazy is pretty special. What is that? And then there's some stuff we're just getting just to get, like a lot of these yellow Agate Jaspers almost look like Stony Creek. Here's some of this. This is the Lenwood, I believe. Big, thicker seam in there, but not too much. Like you're paying for all rock and not very much chalcedony. But you can see how what I was saying. It's kind of like the agate version of garden quartz. All of that stuff in the back popping through the front, like a natural intaglio. Yeah, this is a great one. This is cool. I'm excited for this very piece. This will make some really good cab size slabs. And this is Katy Mountains for sure. I don't know what it is. I know it's a red agate Jasper thing. Is it top notch or something else? I don't know. Over there in the Katie's, there's even like claims or dig spots named after Bill DePue, the uncle who started Diamond Pacific with a Japanese man that was actually started Gemtech and then that moved into Diamond Pacific. And yeah, like Bill's Hill and stuff like that. He's probably the most famous rock hound out here. But we got cleaning up to do, or at least I do. Everybody rocks, and Steve will probably be sourcing a little more material. I'm going to scoop all this stuff up in the buckets. I don't like work, but it's got to be done. And it's got to be done fast because Steve's got to get back to his cans and doesn't look like much, but when you get it sliced, you can tell what's really going on in there. Like, this is a pretty nice piece. Here's some common opal from Kramer Junction. And so this place is open to the public, folks. Diamond Pacific. You can come here. You can go tell them you want to look around the rock yard. I'll give you like a little egg crate. Or you can be silly like us. Oh, here's another one I gotta put away. You could be silly like us and come by barrels full. All of this here is the silver lace. Most of it, 99% of it's not the quality that like Don was selling slabs of and cabs of, but like that's a great one right there. It's got the yellow. It's definitely honey lace from the Calico Mountains. Beautiful dendrites all throughout that. The story I was told is that it is a silver bearing ore. This is like, here's a piece that you definitely do not want because it's just all onyx, very little lace. Someone might want it for an art project. And this one is like lacy, but no dendrites. So it's kind of, you gotta know what to look for. Well, depending on what you're going for. Like someone out there wants that big white piece that doesn't have any lace in it, but I'm after the dendrites. I'm after the honey. Like this one here. This one's even worth, well, no. Yes, this is a good one. That's a nice cutter too. So after I clean up, the idea is to get a barrel of Brazilian agates, a barrel of the Montana agate. Old school Montana is probably from like the 60s or something. Then a couple of random barrels down at the bottom that were harvested by Bill. Yeah, all this right here. There's a few random things, but for the most part, it's all Brazilian agates. These are some cute eyes. Here's some of that, you can't really see it that well, but this is a petrified palm root. Pretty beloved out here. No, it doesn't sell very well over the camera, but when it's good, it's really good. You can see the eyes on it. Nice colors. There's a lot of that here in this area. Yeah, if you're gonna get a whole barrel, I might have to like combine these two to make it full of these nice carnelians. And then there's it's a cool piece of scenic. It's just too big, not enough play. This petrified woods would be a great cutter. Greens and yellow, browns and reds. That's actually a really good one. I might grab that one. I think I will. Just a random nodule, agate nodule. Where is the Montuckies? And it's not even a full bucket anymore. Whoa. What are these? These nodules. Just some random gray chalcedonies. Those are cool. So there's a whole half barrel of those. Almost purplish. I might come get some of these. Some Pakistani onyx. Definitely don't want any of that. Where's the Montanas? Here's little Brazilians. Look at the pattern on this one. Almost looks like obsidian. Like that's gonna be a cool one. I'll probably just slice that little thing right there. Just leave it as is. It's got great skin. It'd be a shame to chop that out. So there's the Brazilians. Where's the Montanas? Right here. Just a big batch of Montanas. All different kinds. And we're gonna get them all. problem is, the biggest problem is, this is a interesting piece of Linwood. How did this get over here? That's definitely coming home with us. It's got like Jasper fortified instead of, look at this Linwood. Yeah, the forklift won't come in here, so I have to put the barrel there and move everything by hand. That's pretty neat. That's a Jasper.
Totally cool.
Instead of agate.
Yeah.
Bing bong. Alright. Time to get to work. I love you, honey.
Those boxes of crayon agate or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
What were you selling the stuff for?
When me and Sweet Jim were doing it, we were doing $66.50 per box. And Jim hated that because it cost $100 in gas to get it in his giant F450 diesel. So then after he died, people still asked for him. All right, so worked 2 of those Brazilian barrels, half barrels, whatever. It's pretty slow. Don't have a shovel. Can't bring the forklifts in here because of the blow sand. So putting everything in the wheelbarrow. Then taking the wheelbarrow to the trailer. Dumping the wheelbarrow into the bucket. Lifting the bucket into the staged barrels. It's not hard work. It's just work. And I'm supposed to be retired. But it's worth it. These are pretty old. After this one, we will work on the Montana over here. Then clean up and silver lace. Stevie's down there doing something. Well, the dyno bone is going back with us, but where it is, no one knows. It's here though, we know that. It's in the trailer, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I put that stuff in a long time ago.
It does, it literally don't matter. I'm sorry, I filmed it first, so it exists. No, I just didn't want it to get crushed. But
yeah, no, I get that.
It's fine.
I did the same thing with a few.
It's totally fine.
No, that's not.
I'm just happy we found the poly before because fracture free is the way to be. Alright, time to dump the Montucky barrel. It's in a bad spot to dump. Thunder egg. It's a cool plumy one.
Or not. Or not. Okay, it wants to stay in one piece. We know that. Approaching 100 pounds. We have one full barrel of silver lace here and there prior to the I don't know how much more we need. But rabbit hole rocks.
Go down deeper and deeper into rabbit hole rocks.
Foxes in the hen house.
There's a mushed black widow. Oh, she fell. See her beautiful red belly. Poor baby. Alright, putting them on Tuckies into the wheelbarrow. This one's cool. This is a wildcat when it has the spots. A lot of people are after the dendrites.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
How cute.
fabulous.
So
And a gentleman who knew Dawn was like, they would just throw the wildcats away. They'd slice them, they were useless to them, they'd throw them away. And Dawn's like, well, you throw them my way. And so I actually do prefer the wildcats more than the striped ones, or plain striped ones.
There's iris in this one.
We did this one.
This one looks like a goat ball.
This one's worth more money because you spit on it. People, it's like
And these look like goat balls. Now it's worth even more money. Goat balls. Oh, you don't want this one?
well, you can have whatever one you want, but we're buying the rest.
Tea rocks and coffee. I'm gonna throw them all in here. That is not a thing.
At all? Yeah, creamer. Pool snacks.
Good. I don't know if that's what you want.
No. Kentucky.
Ooh, this one's cool. It's got light in it. Do you have any water?
Like for, yeah.
Not for drinking. For spritzing. Spritzing.
Goat balls.
Polished parts of these.
Let me see. Yeah, I was looking at that one earlier when I flipped the barrel. Somebody polished it and then sliced it. Like what? You could tell this is done on silicon carbide. It's not done on diamond. I mean, it probably took 15 minutes, 45 minutes to even get it this polished. This is pre-polished, it's not a final polish. And then somebody sliced it. Well, into the wheelbarrow you go. Damn it, I was in this one too.
Hi, I think there's some iris.
What is this? Green Indian paint.
Ooh, cool. I like that piece.
Which one?
Yeah. I love that piece.
Goat balls. I can feel you cooking from there.
Cooking?
Yeah. Frying in the sun. Whoa, look at that. Turquoise. Nice piece of roasted. That's rich. You're coming home with Daddy.
Can I see?
Nah.
Whoa.
Goat balls.
What a weird barrel. Oops.
Those are separators.
I assume for diamond? Is that what you used them in?
Those are all coarse, so yeah, we would use them for diamond.
Grit for.
You could use grit or whatever, but that's what they do. You would, they're backwards.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah,
So you put the fine one at the bottom,
Yep.
and then you dump everything in the top one, and they go in a machine and it shakes. So then, like the bottom one is 100 grit. So anything bigger than 100 grit would stay in that screen. Then the next one's 120. Anything between 100 and 120 would go to the next screen. I'm going from the bottom up. And then the next one's 170. So anything finer or coarser finer than 140 and coarser than 170, it'd stay in that screen.
These are cool.
But we have them all the way down to.
Packed to the gills.
But I gotta make a stop at the dumpster because that junk cardboard ain't strapped down.
Well, I bet it's looking really good over there.
Towards the end, the last 3 buckets just got dumped right in the bed.
Put that in the back of my car and I'll take it to my trash. I don't mind. We just had trash day
It's right
today.
at the end of the street.
Oh.
Yeah,
then no.
exactly.
Yeah, forget that.
That's why I didn't bother doing it.
Here's the money.
You know it. Well, that is in there on recommendation by someone,
Oh yeah.
and I completely agreed once I thought about it. If I end up with a flat tire, none of these rocks are flat enough to put a jack on.
Right.
That particular rock is. So I will use that. Yep, I will use that. Yep.
Cool.
Well, you guys drive safe.
You too.
Yeah, well, you're not driving that far. You still
No,
gotta
but
drive
still.
safe, don't you? They
Yeah.
say most injuries and deaths occur within like
Don't jump,
half an
do not
hour of
jump.
home. So see, I'm safe. You're
Yeah,
safe.
me on the other hand. Once I get to Shadow Mountain, that's 30 minutes.
You know, your overalls were laying right there in Steve's room on the floor.
Oh, wow, cool.